The Apostle Paul never said that women were not allowed to have ecclesiastical authority. Hey everybody, I'm Dan McClellan. I'm a scholar of the Bible and religion, and the only two places in all the New Testament where Paul ostensibly says that women should keep silent in church and were not allowed to hold authority were not written by Paul. The majority of scholars agree that these were texts written by somebody who was pretending to be Paul, writing long after Paul's death. And those are in 1 Timothy 2, part of the pastoral epistles, which the majority of scholars agree were written decades after Paul's death, and 1 Corinthians 14, verses 34 and 35, which the majority of scholars agree are probably later interpolations into the text of 1 Corinthians, as, for instance, Richard Fellows recently argued in an article that he published this year in 2024. And one of the biggest giveaways that this is probably an interpolation is that just a few chapters earlier, Paul was talking about how women can pray and prophesy in church as long as they just have a head covering on. That directly contradicts the notion that women are to keep absolutely silent in church services, as it says in 1 Corinthians 14. But you can read Fellows' open access article if you'd like more details on why scholars believe that is a late interpolation. Now, Paul was certainly no feminist. There's plenty of misogyny throughout the Pauline epistles. But when it comes to the two very clear statements that women are to keep silent in church and are not allowed to hold authority, that was not written by the Apostle Paul. That was written by someone well after Paul was dead who was just pretending to be Paul. And the fit for this video is Micah 6:8.